Hello, I'm Alexa Batey. I'm the assistant team leader at Keller Williams Santa Clara, as well as KW Thrives, and I get to be here with Alan Wang today.
Yes, pleasure.
Yes, I'm so excited. I get to ask you a few questions.
Oh, well, I'm excited. Let's go.
Awesome. So you've been in the real estate business for 20 years now. And previously to that, you were in tech for 13 years.
I was in tech. I worked at Sun Microsystems. I was at Cisco Systems, Google, and then LinkedIn.
Yeah, kind of all over. You have a lot on your resume.
It was fun.
And then prior to that, you graduated from Santa Clara with your undergrad, and then MBA at UC Berkeley.
That's correct. Yes.
Go Bears!
Go Bears!
Yes, we love that. All right, and then currently you're running a team of 8. Awesome. Tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, we have a team of 8. We have half agents and half support staff as well. So a lot of folks. There's a lot to do.
Yeah,
on the team.
Lot to do, lots to leverage.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You're using your resources. And then currently, you are top 100 out of 180,000 agents at Keller Williams. Congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you. We're a good company there. A lot of great agents at Keller Williams.
Well, it matters who you're in business with. Okay, so 20 years in real estate. What are the emotions that you're feeling right now?
Wow. I mean, boy, time passed so fast. I just remember when I started this business, it was just me. I did everything. I mean, I was hammering signs in the ground. I was changing riders, putting out open house signs before the open houses, doing all my own paperwork. And my wife and I even had a shed full of partial staging items. We would do partial staging. We did everything. And now 20 years later, we've streamlined everything. We've let folks that are even better at those tasks do those tasks. I can't get the open house signs up at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, but our sign person can. Right? Or staging. I mean, I don't have a warehouse full of furniture, but they do, and they do such a really good job of it with the designer eye. And so and just let's focus on the real estate, right? We could actually do the selling and the buying and the negotiating and the closing part. That's the hard part. So, it allows us to focus better.
Yes, it allows you to focus. You went from doing everything on your own to leveraging and using those resources. Kind of sounds like a workout, having to put all those signs out and get everything ready for open houses and whatnot.
It's the worst. It's 90 degrees out, and then you're trying to get to your open house, and you're putting signs out, and you show up drenched. It's awful. It's not a good idea.
Yeah. So take us back then. Take us back to that beginning.
So when I started, I was looking for my own house. That's where it all started. And I just noticed the quality of the agents was not really on par with what I wanted. For myself or anyone, really. And so that's number one. I just felt they were hard selling me and everything. They were reading scripts and you're not going to sell a $1.5 million house through a hard sell, in my opinion. And I just felt they weren't doing their duty. It's a fiduciary duty that is supposed to be done. So I basically thought, I can do this better. I can service better. And so that's why what our focus has been is, let's be consultants. Right? I know we're called salespeople based on our license. I wish they would change it and just call us real estate consultants. Because if they call us real estate consultants, then really it's what we should be doing. We give you the pros and cons. If you want my opinion, I'll give it to you. If you need more information, I'll get more information for you, and then you can make your own decision on this. We live in the Silicon Valley. Everyone's super intelligent here.
Good.
Yeah, they're writing AI bots to spit out scripts that agents are trying to spit out of their own mouths, right? I mean, they don't need your help with that part of it. Right? They need your help to understand the pros and cons and the red flags that might be happening, and should they proceed or not, or should they go aggressive or not? All right, that's what they really need help with, and I think that's what we wanted to bring. Number two is the tech side. So in 2003, I noticed a lot of agents didn't understand that things were moving online, and so they still have those dot matrix printout sheets and bringing them, thinking that they had an information advantage, but they don't, because it was all online already. And so buyers were getting access to that. So what buyers really needed help with wasn't showing me the homes. It was, yes, you still need help there, but really, okay, when I find a home I like, are there red flags in it? What should I look for? How can I win the house if it's competitive? How do I get a deal when it's not? Those type of things.
Yeah. So you wanted to be that consultant. You wanted to involve tech because of your tech background, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So tell us, let's jump over to that, your tech background. You left a career in tech. You hear about the foosballs, the massages, just the sleep pods at Google. Why did you leave all of that?
Yeah, I know from the outside, all those things are definitely there.
I know, I get jealous about it.
But it's great, especially LinkedIn. They had a really good cafeteria, amazing. But beyond all that, it's about the career pathing. I think most of us are very ambitious in our careers, and we want to grow and want to excel. And I was running into all kinds of walls, ceilings, walls, etc. Just running into obstacles, just in the way. I was an engineer first, so they said, hey, you got good people skills, be a technical program manager. I said, okay. I did that, but then I started seeing there were ceilings. You couldn't really rise to a certain level in that career. Then when I started exploring, I said, hey, I want to be an engineering manager. They said, oh, you're not technical enough. You don't code anymore. Oh, why would you want your engineering manager coding? I mean, you're spending a lot of time in meetings, negotiating with other teams, getting raises for your people, solving conflicts. And when is the time to code? I mean, it's kind of like real estate. Do you really want to be staging, or do you want to do what you do best? Right? But that I kind of hit a wall there. Then I went to the business side and said, hey, I'm Berkeley MBA. I'd like to dive in and do business development. Whoa, sorry, you're too technical. Okay, great. So you all just throwing obstacles in front of me, and it was really frustrating. I think a lot of folks will hear that as well. You'll hear that from a lot of people in tech, that something just hit these walls. Real estate, there are no walls.
There are no walls.
No walls, no ceilings. If you want to work hard, the harder you work, the better you get at your domain, the more families you help. And then you make a bigger business and life for yourself and for your customer. There's no limit, and that's why I love this business. That's why I love this. I know a lot of folks are thinking about coming over from tech over to the real estate side, and then that's what I would tell you. If you're willing to work hard and learn your domain and service people well and do a great job there, you're going to do well in this business. There's no one to tell you otherwise.
Yes, excellent. I love all of that. So based off of that, what gets you up every morning to do what you do?
So I started my career, but one of my first jobs was in the restaurant business. And I discovered that I had a huge desire for customer service. That was my thing. I wanted happy customers.
You're a great people person.
That's just, it's in my DNA. It's just who I am. I wanted customers to walk out happy with their food, with their service, everything. And I brought that same philosophy to real estate. And for me, I get up, I know it sounds cliche, but 20 years later, for our clients. Because let's be honest, every real estate deal is the same. There's the same 50 steps to buy a house. There's the same 50 steps to list a house. It's the same steps. It's the same thing for me over and over again. But the people, they're different. They're fun. They have different requirements. They have different dynamics. And to have them meet them at their first consultation, and then walk them through the steps to the final either key handoff or seller sign off. In tech, you don't get that. You're a cog in the wheel, right? Maybe you deliver a cool data analytics data warehouse. Cool. Okay, great. The CEO gets to use that and gets his reports. That's great. That's absolutely great. But you don't get to see the happy, smiley faces of your customers using your product, right? And you see the impact and how it changes their lives, how their kids are growing up in the house, and just how it's just so rewarding. I can't even explain it. I get it. It gets me up every day. I love it.
Yes. It sounds like it's so important to you to be able to see that impact.
It is.
And I love it.
It is. And it's just there's nothing better.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. Absolutely nothing.
So what's one thing that you wish somebody had told you before you dove headfirst into this business?
I remember there's a interesting myth in real estate. They go, oh, do real estate because I'll get more flexibility.
Ha
ha, yeah. It's true. It's true. You do get flexibility in the sense that if I wanted to go pick up my daughter from school, I can. That's fine. No one's going to tell you otherwise. However, no one told me that you'll pretty much lose your weekends.
Yeah.
You'll pretty much lose your nights. And if you're good at what you do, time is going to be at a premium. And so really figure out how to balance that. No one told me it's going to be a lifestyle. That was going to be literally every moment of my life is going to be real estate. And no one told me that. That's okay. I love it. It's fine. But it's a lifestyle business. You need to understand that. You're going to go to birthday parties or baby showers and people will be talking to you about real estate, even though you want a day off. And that's just too bad because you should be happy that people are talking to you about real estate.
Those are your clients.
These are future clients. And so I've learned to embrace that. And I try to just give as much as I can, any chance I get. If anyone has any, it doesn't even matter if they're going to do business with me or not. I'll answer any question that people have.
Because you're a consultant.
I'm a consultant. Exactly. And I find that you pay it forward, good things always come back. You take care of people, it always does good in the future. Always a good thing.
I love it. I love it. So in the last 20 years, what has been your fondest memory?
So my fondest memory was when there was a collision of kind of my experience, my knowledge, and then the strategy. All that kind of came together on one. I'll give you one example. It does often, but this one really stood out. I was competing for a house in Los Gatos. It was a beautiful home. It was 3.5 million. It was a high price point at that time.
Yeah.
Not right now, but house was beautiful. It's a mansion, lovely house. I was up against at least another agent We both came in. I was sitting in the lobby, and she was first. I could hear her through the doors, and she had brought a cake, and she had knew the owners from the country club. And I sat in my chair and go, oh gosh, I'm going to lose this one. But I pulled myself together and I said, look, Alan, you don't have a cake. You don't know them from the country club. So you only be who you are, which is a professional that knows how to get things done, and you're going to sell the heck out of your clients. So I went in there, changed my mindset, went in there and I did what I did. Passed out 3 binders I made for everybody, walked through the family, the photos, the letter. I had my lender call in on the call. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful presentation. And I walked out there feeling good about the presentation. And at the end, the owner asked the agent, this agent, these were both great. Who do you think is really going to be able to get it done? And she looked at them and said, Alan's going to be able to get it done.
It's Alan.
And they won it. And when our clients won the house for $50,000 less than the other person.
Wow. Amazing.
Other person. And that's the biggest win we get, that I was able to pull all my experience, my presentation, everything that I've learned over the years. I made a lot of mistakes over the years. Don't get me wrong. It took me a long time to get there and be able to put together a product that not only saved that money, but have them be able to win the property more importantly. That was a moment that I cherish, and I look forward to more of those types of experiences.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like learning a language. They say it takes 10,000 mistakes until you are fluent. And that's kind of like real estate. You got to make your mistakes before you're failing forward.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so now let's take the reverse of that. What has been the toughest lesson you've had to learn in the last 20 years?
Well, so customer service, Alan, wants to service everybody. I want to help everyone that comes our way, and I never want to turn anyone down. That's a strength and a weakness. What I've discovered is that it's okay because we're blessed. Our clients, they value us, they trust us, they're a partner in the process. It's a beautiful experience for both of us, and we all achieve our goals. It's wonderful. That's what I generally love. But once in a while, I'll run into customers who don't really care about your value, what you bring to the table. They feel like you're a commodity. You know, a lot of realtors in the Bay Area. There's like 7,000 of you. Right, you're not going to do this for me. I'm just going to go over there. And for those type of folks, I take a step back and I say, you know what? I want to serve this. I want to take care of everyone that comes our way. But sometimes that culture doesn't mesh. If someone doesn't value you and you're pouring your life into them to make them successful, then it's kind of a win-lose, right? And we're losing because we're pouring all this, and at the end of the day, they're not going to say thank you. They're not going to send anyone your way because they don't appreciate you. They feel like you're just a little stick of deodorant at Walmart, right? So I'll just buy the next brand.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. So the toughest lesson I learned is, Alan, you can't be everything to everybody. And just by my nature of wanting to please everyone and be a good customer service person, I have to draw the line sometimes. Like, hey, I don't think we're a fit, and that's okay. I'm sure there's another agent out there that might be a better fit for you, because I want to win-win. I want us both to come out of this feeling really good about the transaction that we've done. More importantly, have a lifetime relationship. That's really important to us. We want our clients become part of our real estate family. We have events and we gather and we just have a great time. And if that's not who you are, that's okay. We don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. You're not everybody's cup of tea. And by doing that, you're not spreading yourself thin for the clients that do appreciate, do have that mutual respect.
Exactly.
I love it. I keep saying the last 20 years, but Alan, it doesn't look like you've been in this business for 20 years.
I credit the haircut, and I got a good barber. Good job keeping me young.
Well, then, for the next 20 years, what does the future look for Alan in the next 20 years?
I don't see myself stopping doing this business. I love it. I mean, I wake up every day and I love what I do. So I definitely want to keep doing this. I don't necessarily want to be in a wheelchair doing this, but I do love what I do. And so you'll see me still in the business the next 20 years for sure. I do want to grow the business, but I don't want to do it at the detriment of quality. And that's really important to me. I want to be a top team in the area, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to take shortcuts to do it. I'm not going to just suddenly add 10 people just because I want to be big. I want to grow slowly with high quality. I want to make sure the experience is good. I want to make sure our systems are ready for the next influx. Every level takes another system you have to build to make it scale better for the good customer experience. So I think that's, for me, the most important thing in the next 20 years is to keep scaling the business so that my team has the same exact DNA, that our processes are exactly the same for every client that walks in here. It's the same experience, and that's there. We're doing a good job, but I'm sure there's many places we can improve. So that's where I want to be the next 20 years. I have the option to keep doing what I'm doing, or I can just lead my team and make sure that they're also embedding the values and the integrity of Alan Wang Realty Group.
I love it. I love it. Alan, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me, talk a little bit about your business. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Same here. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
All right.